Hi, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is gonna be a rant. This is gonna be a rant. This is a rant. I did a video, and this guy is trending all over YouTube. He's trending all over YouTube, probably other social media platforms. But I did a video on my channel about a guy, a 34-year-old black man that has, I said 30 kids in the video, but he has approximately 33 children. This man is 33 years old, 34 years old, and he has 33 children. This is what I don't get. He was doing a video talking about how flashing his money around, talking about how he takes care of his children. Well, people found some receipts on him and found out that he ain't what he's saying, you know, what he's cracked up to be. But that's not what this video is about. Well, kind of. Well, this is what I don't understand. People are sitting up here saying this guy, people are making comments that, well, as long as he's taking care of them. Really? You serious? This man has 33 children. How in the heck can you effectively take care of 33 children? He would have to be a millionaire. And I know this man is not a millionaire. The women, first of all, the women have the bulk of the responsibility of caring for these children. And yes, he has multiple baby mamas. But this is what gets me. This is what gets me. I made a comment on one of Kevin Samuels' videos about a year ago. This was a year ago. And actually, the comment, I was actually agreeing with him in this comment. Well, it was two comments that I made. I commented under somebody else's post, but I made a separate comment. And I made a comment of actually agreeing with some of the points that he was making in that video. I stand corrected. I mean, I wasn't lying when I said that there were some things that I agreed with him on. He was talking about how women needed men and there's certain things that wouldn't be in place without men and all that. Well, I agreed with that. Well, anyway, I responded to someone else's post, and I said, I had mentioned something to the fact that I was a single mother. I was commenting under somebody else's post on that same video. These people, a couple people on that post, is dragging me for having 2 children. And that's not the first time that I've been dragged for having 2 kids. This person is literally going back and forth with me this a year ago. And I'm being dragged for having 2 children. I took care of those 2 children. Yeah, I had 2 children and I was a single mother. I took care of my kids. But does anybody give me a pat on the back and say, well, you had 2 children outside of marriage, but at least you took good care of them and you was a good mom and you took care of them, which I stated in some of the other comments I made. I get dragged. I get called selfish for having 2 kids. I get called selfish. I got called selfish. I'm being dragged. But this guy is being patted on the back because people are saying, oh, at least he takes care of him, which is not correct. He's not taking care of all those kids. He's not taking care of them. The mothers are getting the bulk of the responsibility of taking care of those children. He mentioned in the rant video that he did that he tells the mothers that he's broke. So the mothers are getting the bulk of the responsibility for the care of those children. I don't understand this double standard in the black community. Why is it okay for a man, just like Nick Cannon has 8 children by multiple baby mamas, and they're saying because he's rich, well, at least he takes care of them. But when a black woman has multiple children by multiple fathers, she gets dragged. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if she's a good mom. It doesn't matter if she's taking care of the children. She gets dragged. She's the worst person on the planet because she gave these children life. It doesn't matter if she was a good mother. It doesn't matter if she took care of the children. She gets dragged. But a black man can go out here and have all these children by these multiple baby mamas, but as long as he takes care of them, it's okay. I don't understand that. How is it okay for black men to have multiple children by multiple baby mamas, but as long as he takes care of them, it's okay? And 9 times out of 10, they're not taking care of them. You see the double standard? This is what pisses me off. This guy is going literally, as I speak, he's going back and forth with me on this blog that was a year ago. On this video, it was on one of Kevin Samuels' videos. I just responded to like 3 or 4 of his comments today. He's dragging me for having 2 children. I'm getting dragged for having 2 kids. Make it make sense. It doesn't matter if I took care of them. It doesn't matter if I was, well, good mother, the best mother I could be, and took care of them. I should be ashamed of myself for having 2 kids. And I was selfish for bringing 2 kids here without a father. Without a father I would say a father in the home. I should be ashamed of myself, and I'm selfish. Doesn't matter if I took care of my kids. And I gave my children a good home. And I worked hard to do that. I've been in my house for 20 years. Okay. See, all that doesn't matter. See, if this was a black woman that had 33 kids by multiple black men, she would be getting dragged from here to Mars. Literally. She would be getting dragged from here to Mars. From here to Mars. Literally. Everybody know how far Mars is. I don't get the double standard. Why is there a double standard in the black community? It's okay for black men to go out and have all these kids by these multiple women. Oh, but as long as he takes care of them, that's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. If it's unacceptable for a black woman to do it, it's unacceptable for a black man to do it as well. Children need both parents in the home. What's up with this double standard? And this man ain't even taking care of these kids. The mother's got the bulk of the responsibility of the children. This man is not even taking care of these kids. Come to find out. Because there's some people that got some receipts on them. He ain't taking care of them kids. But when they thought he was taking care of them, that's what people are saying. As long as he takes care of them. Really? Black women don't get that. It doesn't matter if a black woman takes care of her kids and tries to be a good mother. It doesn't matter. She still gets dragged. My children are grown and I'm still being dragged for having them, and they're adults. Make it make sense. And this guy gets patted on the back for having 33 kids by multiple different mamas. Oh, just as long as he's taking care of them. Are you freaking kidding me? In what world is that okay? In what world is that acceptable for a man to have that many children by multiple different baby mamas and didn't marry any of them? But just as long as he takes care of them. In what world is that okay? In what world is that acceptable? And this is the reason why the black community is so dysfunctional right now. It's all these double standards. And guess what? People are dragging the women for hooking up with the man and having the children. The women are getting dragged. He's not getting dragged. Well, he is in a sense, but the people are dragging the women. Make it make sense. And don't come at me with this. Well, the women can choose to not to have. No. Don't come with me with that, because that doesn't fly with me on my channel. Don't come at me with that. Two people make a choice to lay down and have a baby, make a baby. Okay, it's on both of those people. It's both of those people's responsibility to take care of that child. I don't want to hear what a woman should be doing or what a woman can do. I don't want to hear that, because it's on both people. Once the child is conceived, it's on both people. It amazes me. These double standards in the black community is unbelievable. This man got 33 kids, but just as long as he's taking care of them, it's okay. But if a black woman so much as to have one child as a single parent, shame on you. You are the worst piece of human trash on the planet. You're selfish. What? Make it make sense. Doesn't matter if you worked, you took care of the child, you was a good mother to the child. Because this guy literally, I responded to 3 or 4 of his comments today. I'm about to block him because he just keeps coming at me. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with people. This was from a year ago. I said, this man is dragging me for having 2 kids. You got to be kidding me. Doesn't matter if I took care of them. Nobody said, well, yeah, you had 2 kids, and everything, but at least you took care of them. At least you took care of them. At least you, the people that's close to me, give me props. But as a rule, black women don't get no props for that. We get dragged. It doesn't matter if we was a good mother. It doesn't matter if we took care of our children. We worked hard to take care of our kids. We get dragged. We gonna get dragged regardless. But it's okay for a black man to go out here and have all these babies by all these different mamas. Oh, but as long as he takes care of them, that's okay. It's not okay. If it ain't okay for a black woman to do it, it ain't okay for no black man to do it. Regardless, it is a shame. That's crazy. I just had to rant. Ooh. Unbelievable. We need to stop with these double standards in the black community. Black men and black women need to be held to the same standard. If you go to hold black women to a standard, you need to hold black men to that same standard. And that standard is to get married before you have children. That is the standard. And to raise those children in a two-parent home. Regardless. That is the standard. And that standard should be the same for black men, and it should be the same for the black women. Not no double standard that's saying, well, oh, well, he's got 50 million children by different mamas. Well, as long as he take care of them, that's okay. See, it's okay for Nick Cannon to go out here and have all these babies by these different baby mamas, or because he's rich, and, oh, as long as he takes care of them, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay, and it's not acceptable. It's not okay. Because you cannot be an effective father to 8 children or 33, whatever, having children scattered all over the place. You're not going to be an effective father. It's only one of you. And it's going to be something lacking. Those children are going to grow up with something lacking because he is not in the home with those children. So no, it's not acceptable. And I'm tired of the black community sweeping it under the carpet and saying that it is. While bashing the black women and making black women feel like a piece of crap. While uplifting the men. Or making excuses for the men. It's not acceptable for the women. It's not acceptable for the men either. Hold black women and black men to the same standard. Because all a child cares about is, well, my father wasn't there. Ultimately, that's all that the child cares about. In the end, that's all the child cares about is, well, my father wasn't there. That's all I cared about because my father left when I was 5 years old. My parents were married, but he left when I was 5 years old. All I care about is my father was not there. Okay, that's all I care about. That my father was not there. And ultimately, that's all children care about is the father was not there. So I don't want to hear this crap about as long as they take care of them, that's all that matters. And you make 50 million excuses for these black men, but then want to trash black women and call them every name in the book and all this kind of stuff because they had children outside of marriage. But then you're making excuses for these men and patting them on the back because they take care of them. And 9 times out of 10, they're not taking care of them. When let the truth be told, they're not taking care of them. But you still make excuses for them. We got to start holding black men and black women to the same standard. All this double standard stuff is ridiculous. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm out.